Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I am so happy to be joined by Coach Don Rodrigue and Coach Tommy Rybecki, head coach over at Nicholls State University, as we want to talk about the Pro Combine camp that's coming up. There are so many great camps that go on at Nicholls State University, but I got to tell you, this is a jewel, and I don't think it gets forgotten, but when you're comparing to the Manning Passing Academy or the Lineman Camp, the Louisiana Lineman Camp, sometimes people forget, but on July 11th, it is a terrific camp. Again, it's called the Pro Football Camp, and this is where kids in our area go, and I think for footwork, for mechanics of how you can be better, this is one of the best camps that you could get around here, and these two guys are an integral part of that. Coach Rod, you've been around it for a long time. Obviously, Coach Elias's brother, if I'm not mistaken,
yes, Albert.
who was at Albert, who was
an NFL agent.
And had contacts to a lot of guys who were in the NFL, and they would actually come down.
Well, the first 5-6 years when Albert was still alive, we were having 8, 10, 12 NFL guys. I mean, it was named guys, the Greens and
Is that because they were all clients of his?
They was all clients, and he had made great inroads.
So these kids are learning from guys who have done it, right?
Well, we hire about 35 of local high school coaches. We might have a few from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, a couple from Lafayette, but it's our Lafourche, Terrebonne, the River Parish guys coming in, working. They work, and a big part of the camp is the Nicholls players. They put on a Nicholls T-shirt and they showing the drills. They're going through it, and they get out. And the organizational part, that's Coach Ryback and his staff. It was Coach Rebo, but I'll let him tell you about exactly what we do there.
Trying to phrase this the right way, Coach Rybecki, you're going to be an integral part of the Louisiana Lineman Camp. You're going to be an integral part of the Manning Passing Academy because you're that guy that a lot of people will see in the cart trying to make things go right. They're going to talk to you, obviously. But in this one, you even have stakes that are a little bit higher. It is a Nicholls football camp per se. And if I'm not right on that, explain to me what y'all role is with it.
No, you are right. We organize the camp. We put it together. We set up all the drills, the schedule, for the itinerary for the day, all the things that go into running a camp. We really do all of that. And then Ortho LA and the people with Dr. Elias, they work on the registration and all of the logistical things around the camp. So that really is our role in the camp. It's actually putting the football piece together and putting it on for the players who attend.
Very good. We want to make sure, folks, we would love for you to pre-register for this. Very easy to do. You could go to the website profootballcamp.org, or you can email info@profootballcamp.org, or you can simply call 625-2200 extension 101. You've got a lot of ways to get involved, but it's nice for you to pre-register for this simply because it's T-shirt.
$50 a camper.
It's just $50 a camper, right? And you spend a day with some of y'all. Do you expect to have a few professional athletes in this year?
Sometimes we get some LSU guys, and Coach Elias usually sets that up. But the biggest thing is that our Houma Thibodeau medical people, all the business, doctor's office,
everybody opens up their
and they come out and they help us time and do lots of stuff.
I would love for there to be a study done. Obviously, they talk about the Manning Passing Academy and how hotels are full into the Houma area and Booty and everywhere else. I would love just to know about the Louisiana Line Camp and the Pro Combine Camp, how many people are eating in our restaurants and coming into town. Now, I will say this about the Pro Football Camp, the Pro what we're talking about right now, is that it is a lot of athletes. And by the way, it's all athletes. It's not just your quarterbacks.
Every position.
It's every position.
Starts with 8th graders.
It's a lot of our local teams. And what I mean by local, I should say regional. You have a ton of kids from St. James that'll come in there, but you have a ton of kids from South Lafourche High School. You have a ton of kids from Hanson Memorial. It's a lot of kids who come in and do it, right? Yeah, that's awesome.
And the high school coaches, you going now, I might be doing a drill. I'm the head coach at Central Catholic in Morgan City. And you have South Terrebonne players and everything else.
Helps you for networking, Coach Rybecki?
Absolutely. Again, another day that we get to spend with a lot of local coaches from the area, and then also get to meet some of the younger players in the area. And I think the thing that's really unique about this camp is a lot of times later in somebody's high school career, they're going to have to go test. They're going to have to go run a 40. They're going to have to go do the 5, 10, 5, and they're going to have to do these tests at these camps. And at that time, they're going to need a good time, and all of those things are going to be weighted. At this camp, we're going to teach you how to run the 40. We're going to teach you how to do the 5, 10, 5. We're going to teach you a lot of those tests that later on in your high school career are going to become important to you. So I think it's a unique opportunity for players to come and develop that, along with a lot of football instruction throughout the day.
Yes, listen, as an older high school coach when I was doing it, and, you know, Coach Rod being one of our guys we looked up to. I'm not trying to age you in it, but, you know, when we were young coaches in the mid 80s and stuff, we would sometimes look at it and say, show me what the kid could do on film. We don't need to see the 40, but it's inevitable now. You have to do these things if you want to go to the next level, right?
So they have the combines, the Nike combine in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. They'll have 1,000 kids.
It's the way. Thank you guys for coming in and doing this.
Thank you for what y'all do for high school sports.
We wish you guys the best, and we hope that everything goes well.
Yep.
All right, that's it,
All right,
folks.
thank you.
We are going to take a break. We'll be back with more Bayou Time right after this.
There you go. You keep.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.